Hello minasan, Hikimi Morika desu. It's been a while, and I'm playing another indie game. This one's called Exit Reality, and it's by the developer Sugary Chamomile that you may remember from a game I played a long time ago called Corpo Mente, one of the greatest surreal games I played. So I have high expectations for this one. Let's go. You can see the mouse effect. Yeah, Exit Reality, which is something I wish I could do. Ooh, look at this! Look at this light effect with Love by David Pellegrino. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, look at that! New load settings quit. Let's go with new. That's some fancy main menu. While not being aimed at horror, this game deals with themes which might cast discomfort. I couldn't read that, but if you don't like spooky stuff, maybe you should leave if you want to. Rotten future, composite expression, a vision that people of the past had of a future that never became a present. A misplaced hope in what progress could bring and what time could fathom. Living a vague sensation of disappointment, grief for what could have been, but that time has killed, making the present from its ashes. The opposite of reality. Press the left mouse button too. If you kind of see the text kind of choppy, I do it too. It's like a little jitter effect the game has. At the beginning of the mind, there is a line. Ooh. Well, I can see the bright there. A thread so thin and frail guides back to reality when the mind drifts away. It reels you back like a fishing line, and the bait a wish. This is so high quality. To be a memory waiting at the end of the line, beyond the curtains, just out of sight. At the beginning of the mind, there is reality. Or is it just another thread? Ooh. I guess exit. Soft breeze curves your face, slowly eating away at your thoughts. Someone else is here, breathing in unison with the breeze. He's incapable of moving his body, just as if he were dead. Even though you cannot see him in complete darkness, you can feel he's looking at you, with his eyes twitching, almost crying from the emotions wreaking havoc in his mind. Ooh, I fear to fear that you will fear me too. Rip wide open, the sky is pouring down on my eyes, and all I can do is breathe. Why do I matter so much to you? What did I do to deserve someone like you? Why are you here? Are you here to mock me? I'm sorry about the deaf noises. Move the mouse to look around, press left mouse button to interact with your surroundings. Alright, I guess it's coming from here. The window is closed shut. If you're unsure on what you can interact with, keep spacebar pressed to show what can reply to your voice. Beware that some things may remain hidden. Okay. For example, okay, yeah. A bedside table, you look inside its drawers. You didn't remember. You found an overused smile in one of your drawers. An overused smile. It might not seem like much, but pleasantries can come along in opening doors and windows in life as much as that. Yeah, that's true. That's why people fake being nice. To open your inventory, press tab to use an item or an object. Select it from your inventory and click on the object you want to use the item on. Okay. So I use the fake smile on the door. And it opens, because it opens doors. Very well, Mr. Worthing. Now repeat after me. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. I'm my own god. A little bit much. I'm my very own future. That's true. Memory obtained. A torn piece of photograph. It looks to be a torn by hand. Treatless is written below the image. It is naturally cold and wet to the touch. Yeah, this game is very similar to the other one in a good way. Bridge. The bridge. Oh damn it, sorry about the duck noises. Hello? Mr. Evans. Another one of you lot here. What a surprise. A god granting wishes beyond your wildest dreams. Of course it's fascinating, it's the whole point after all. I'll tell you not to go, but if you have already come this far, I imagine there is no persuading you. Just be warned. The elevator only goes upwards. What? Second guessing yourself? Well, I can blame you. All this affair does sound way too good to be true, I'll tell you that. It doesn't really seem like it's completely fair though, is it? Judging books by their covers and gods by where they stand. Maybe you'll actually leave it to see the sunrise again. Who can really tell honestly? Huh. 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 Alright. Well, I guess it's time to go inside. Hello? Hello? You can go back to previous areas. You can do so by clicking on the bottom of... Well, I cannot right now, but it should be this way, right? Ah, this sound is pretty relaxing. I like the sound of wind and chimes and everything. It's really nice. Ah, that's so nice. I love those little bell things that people have in their houses outside, so when it's windy. The moon is spying you from behind the trees. You wonder how much time you have left before the rain starts to soak the ground. For example, if I press... Okay. I guess pressing spacebar just allows me to see what I need to progress, but not like extra items, right? Let's go. Ah, that sounded so relaxing, man. I want to close my eyes and just enjoy the feeling. Okay, I can go back if I want to. Oh, hello? Antiquated personality. I hear little footsteps cursing the leaves. Maybe there is someone else here. Someone new. Someone unfamiliar. Speculations may be incorrect. Or maybe you have already met the man on the moon. I assumed you wouldn't be here if you did. Everyone comes here to ask him for a wish. You don't seem to be the kind of person to ask for a wish, however. You have way too many teeth to wish for anymore. Why don't you smile for me one day? I could use some sky if you have any to spare. I have a smile. Wait, I use the smile? I only have one smile? Okay. And I have 5 wishes. Sorry man, I'm out of smiles. I'll come back to you when I get some sky. That's not my hat, is it? Hmm. So far, this experience, it's very relaxing to me. Oh. Welcome, 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 welcome. Knock, knock, knock. How do you guys knock doors? Because I like to do the 1, 2, 3, and then wait a few seconds, and if they don't answer, I just go like... And if they don't answer, I just go like... Alright? Come on, man, it's about to rain. Open the door is locked. An insufferable stench comes from inside. I don't like that. I don't think I can do anything else in here, so let's go to the previous. I'm gonna press the spacebar. Okay. The lake is reflecting the trees and the moonlight as if it were made out of metal. You can almost imagine what it will feel like to dip your hand inside it. Why would I do that? The wood has been carved and painted in several places by different people, and animal messages immortalized on the wood serve as witness to some kind of love. I always wondered what was the point of doing this. Why would passersby care about a private affection? Why immortalize a fleeting love felt between fleeting names on a fleeting wood? Or maybe the point is to collectively build a monument to love, representing it as a universal force capable of bringing people together. What a peculiar phenomenon, isn't it? I also think it's maybe because people would like to come back to the place eventually and be like, oh, do you guys remember when 20 years ago we carved this piece of wood together? We're still together, but you know, people don't stay together that long. I like pressing this spacebar, it makes things so much simpler. Listen to something? Ah, no way. It affects the sound? It does. So I have to follow the chimes, yeah. So I have to pick left or right. Hello? What is this? No. No, thank you. Stay there. Well, I guess that's it for I'm just kidding. Let's go. Hello? I'm sorry I'm disturbing you, creepy face. I don't want to judge you by your cover. Sorry for calling you creepy. How are you doing today? Jester, oh goddammit. Oh, it's you. Hi, Max. Long time no see. Don't look at me with those eyes. There isn't anybody left here to talk to. Just ghost. The wind and you. Are you a ghost too? You're a ghost too. Aren't you, Max? Of course. Of course not. Of course not. Can I not pick that one? Oh. What did you ever need me? You make a fine gesture yourself. I'm lying to myself. Have you taken a look at yourself recently? There is nothing wrong with being a no over mind. No need to play pretend, Max. There's nothing wrong with being an overmind. Or is it just a habit of yours? Ghosts never care for each other. At least, nobody cared for me. That's kinda sad. Who was I to you, Max? Are you here to make me feel mocked again? Nobody deserves to be mocked. Of course you wouldn't be here to make fun of me. You're here for the man on the moon, of course. You're too frail to be happy. You're too pale and mellow. That is what you will wish for when you will meet him, right? Never will, of course. You're just like I remembered. And I love you just the way you are. Wish discovered through the power of the bridge. A wish materializes in your hands. It slips in your hands, dripping a thick black substance through your fingers. Holding it makes you feel uneasy. A desperate companion clinging to you, for it nobody else to talk to. He made a gesture of himself, for it had no other means to feel worth your time. One day he simply was not where he was supposed to be, and quietly disappeared from your life, without so much as a farewell. You thought nothing of it. It doesn't have life in its eyes anymore. Oh. You're just like I remember. And I love just the way you are. Okay. Can I cover you again? Yeah, you can go back to sleep. Like that. Yeah, now I can go back. Wait, what? There's a strange key laying on the table. Surely someone wants you to pick it up and come inside. The strange key has been added to your inventory. Okay. Wait, what? Have you ever asked yourself what it will feel like to be a stag? Not really. Can't say I have. How will a consciousness such as that phase out reality? What thoughts, what perceptions, what fears pass through the mind of a stag, and how could we tell if they didn't? That's a good question. Oh, there's the things I love, the windpipes. It's not the name of those things, right? The world you carelessly delve into might be my creation, but it does not belong to me. He asked me to make him a place in which he could feel loved and cherished, in which he could be made into the god he was meant to be. With my touch I made the body into earth and the darkness into the moon, and he made the trees, the people, their minds, and their fears. In the end, he chose to become a stag. And I made him what he is now. Forever loved, forever safe, hidden deep into the moon. What are you hoping to achieve by going against the machination of happiness? A place that does not exist, a future that never happened. Nothing else will make him love me. I want you to meet him. See for yourself what a stag can be. I will be waiting for you at the end of the thread. Okay. I guess I used the key. Okay, I used the key here. I'm ready to punch someone. Okay. Elevator? Seems like it. Droplets of water frozen in midair flicker like stars, unreachable. They hang in the air as to evaporate and quietly disappear behind the sky. How long has it been like this? The world suspended in perpetual longing. You feel something sour in the back of your throat. More importantly, is there any other way it can be? Of course there is, but it's kinda really complicated. Wait, what?
Hey kids, today's a very special day because we are going to learn together
What?
something very, very important. Have you ever heard of death? Death is a necessary part of life because without it, we would be able to live forever. And we would never want to
What?
live forever, right?
No!
Very good. Now, death happens when soul and body go separate
It's like a
ways.
flower with
You
eyes,
see,
right?
Some say that the body is just like a glass with water in it. The glass is very fragile and gives the water a shape. But water doesn't need to be in a glass. Some say that ghosts wait in the shadows, trying to find the opportunity to spook you. And the best opportunity
I hope not.
to give them is, of course, if you turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
How do I turn off lights? Oh my god. Did that happen with any number or I just nail it? Let's try any other number, I don't know. Yeah, it's with any number, okay.
Hey kids.
Damn it!
It's a very
Let me
special
quit!
day because we are going to learn.
Okay. That happens if I press that button then. Okay, I don't know the number for that, and I have to... Doors won't open. Wait, what? You wish they had ears to hear your insults. Okay, let's go this way then. Oh, hello? It is not breathing. However, it seems to be connected to some kind of mechanism. And what can I do with the mechanism? Nothing. Mr. Richardson. Incredible, simply incredible. Don't you think so too, Max? So much to scratch and no nails to hang a painting. I cover walls and ceilings and prisonscapes with a canvas of my own making. I'm gonna lower the volume of the game a little bit. I wake up, the sky when I open the curtains, I want it inside my room. So I go on the roof to take a bite of it, like, oh, I need a little bit of sky, right? Like we always wanted to do when we were little. I finally have an answer. It tastes like almonds dipped in chamomile tea. I kinda want to know what's the taste of that. I split it in my hands and now I taste blood, but it is way too viscous to be blood. A cloud, I think, but it is tar. Tar that tastes like a broken sky. The puppet keeps fidgeting on the sofa, it is breathing heavily, almost hyperventilating. What? A cheetah patch of sky, inside of it there are still vivid visions of cloudy rotting, but they belong into a world you struggle to fathom. Okay, I guess I can go back and give the other guy the sky piece. A lot of backtracking to do. Was it here? yeah, I have some sky to spare. This advocate of violent thoughts, incomprehensible threats. I hate it too. This isn't yours, I hope. I have thought about asking for a wish. I always wanted to become an airplane pilot. I was told the man on the moon was God. Then I asked you to bring me back to life, make me into the person I always thought I was. If everything else failed, at least I wanted to become a stag too, and be as beautiful as he is. Then it told me that it couldn't. I wished for something I was not supposed to be. Apparently, my life is not rare enough for me to have wings to escape from it. A violent thought-sucking tar, indiscriminate violence, fueled by frustration and resentment. The victim matters as little as the excuse used to hate. It is tenderly caressing the sky with the eyes you gave it. Alright. I feel like I'm going into a deep tunnel with this. I guess I need a code for this kind of thing. This hand thingy. I can go this way too. Oh, another face. A lot of faces in this game. And on the other game too. What a nice clock. A couple of places to press in here. Hey folks. What a nice surprise, it's nice to see you again, Max. Wait. What happened to you? Are you sick? Why are you panting so much? You should really get some more rest, you know? I always stress too much about others. I may look like I'm in a bad spot right now, but I'm fine. So quit being so nervous all the time. Why are you here? It's not like you come to a place you don't have any business with. Don't tell me you got caught in it too. That granting wishes story? No offense, Max, but you really don't look like the kind of person who wishes upon stars. At least the Max I know wouldn't. What is this place? Well, this isn't a nice place to be in, that's for sure. Well, sometimes even people that don't believe in wishes needs a wish, you know. Sometimes reality gets too hard for everyone to bear. The end of the bridge is a kind of temple or shrine to the man of the moon. All those who are here who can do nothing but wander through this mangled place have been trying to reach him, to reach the moon and have their wish granted. Needless to say, nobody was ever able to reach him and nobody saw their wish granted. You're free to believe whatever you want, Max, but this place is a tomb. Or at least, it was for me, as you can see. Why do you remember me? What was your wish? What was your wish? As if I tell you. There might be nothing left of me, but at least I know I still have my secrets. Come inside, Max. I think a good night's rest will bring you right up to speed. Jesus Christ. Wish discovered through the power of the bridge, a wish materializes in your hands. It is cold like a hateful stare, its sharp edges make it difficult to hold for long periods of time. It belonged to a person you struggle to remember, someone important but not important enough to be part of your memories. You always refuse to take portraits of people, their faces will always come out distorted and unrecognizable. You have nothing to remember him by. Maybe he found comfort in being forgotten. Somehow I doubt it. A wall disguises a wardrobe, there is nothing inside the wall. Oh my god. Hello? At least I know I still have my secrets. Yeah, that looks pretty distorted to me. No need to jump scare me like that, game, alright? But it was a pretty cool jump scare, I like it. Spooky mode, engage. And when it's doing what it does best, it is mocking you, taunting you, narrating your mistakes back to you. Why are you here? What can one do when there is nothing worth doing? When all choices bring to the same catastrophic outcome. Maybe he was right. Maybe you could really use some rest. Is that me? Is this a mirror? With the smile. I wonder what can be done in here. Clouds smolder into the sky, clouds frozen in anticipation. You can almost hear them whisper about the end of the world. There's nothing in this crate. Wait. So I can go... Okay, let's go. Right, center, left. There's nothing in this. You found something. What? Answer in a can. You found an answer in a can trademark. The back label reads, ever need an answer with what to do with your own life, your dreams and ambitions? Too bad, we have the answer for everything else. Below is written, it's an answer in a can, not a question in a can. How nice the company went bankrupt. Okay. You open the can. It's a number. You took the code with you, you can check it again anytime in your inventory. It's what, 918375603. Okay, I have the code for the thingy. There's a single dry leaf inside the crate. It is apparently very old, and it's surprising to see it intact. You don't dare to take the leaf with you. You wouldn't want to risk damage it. There are several mannequin limbs hazardous stuff in this crate. They seem to be replaced body parts. Broken light bulbs. The metal components are all heavily rusted. Cut on the sharp glass, you see patches of an elegant suit. That's about it, right? I kind of want to go back and put the code. Although I never finished checking out this other place. I did check with this. I didn't check this or this. There are no handles, no memories attached to this piece of scrap. You can hear faint mechanical snapping coming from the inside. Countless regret. Do I not? I guess not. Semi-hybrid dreams. Oh, it's just portraits. Okay. The fireplace, cold stone, condensed cloud smoke, and a bit of log ready to be lit on fire. Ready to be lit on fire. Lovely day outside. Why don't you go out for a walk? Opportunities like this seem to come once in a lifetime. I don't think I want to go outside and touch grass. So it would be 9, 1, 8, 375. It is 375. 375. Okay, but I feel I should check the other path completely before moving. So I'll go to the middle, right? Oh look, it's the moon. Why are you here? Are you here to mock me? Your dress is pretty tonight. Do I deserve to be mocked? I'm afraid I might not be here with you right now. A blank canvas, yes. That's what mocks me. I probably deserve to be mocked. I'm glad you're here with me. It hurts just as much, but at least I have someone that understands me. Ain't that the only thing that matters, huh? The bridge cannot yet be crossed. 5 wishes are required to reach the man on the moon. Okay, so when I finish everything else, I come back to this place. Oh, hello? You know, on second thought, wait a second. I see a light bulb in here. The boxes have mannequins and Smodius! I have met you several times and I don't like you. I want to become a stag. I hear stags are beautiful. The man on the moon is beautiful, just like me. Do you know where I can find the moon? I want to look at the man on the moon. I want to become as beautiful as him. Yeah, you can find it like right outside. Flower pots made empty by cruel fate. One day they will get their revenge on their cruel destiny, find those responsible for their suffering, and make them witness true power. Interesting. Hello? Mrs. Antediluvian. Alright. Okay, now I feel bad for you. Play pretend. Ask who killed her. Play pretend. Let's just... Okay, me husband. Wife. Alright. Me love you. That's what wives are supposed to do. Nice. You talk to me. Yes. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. What is that generic catchphrase? Or not catchphrases? Love me. Why am I unable to give an actual answer? I am normal. You are normal. Yes. I love you or I love you? You love me. Yes. Thank you. This is surprisingly depressing. Me love you too. It feels unnaturally cold and heavy in your hands, almost as unnatural as its spongy, glittery consistency. A mullet at a patchwork, different hopes coming from different people, sewn together to the best of her abilities in a single kaleidoscopic vision. She didn't have anyone waiting her home anymore, so she gave her existence as a gift, blinded by the hope that her life would mean something more to someone else. Okay, this was... She's not breathing. God damn it. Well, at least she was happy the last minutes of her existence, right? Okay, with that we'll make 3 wishes, and I'm missing 2 wishes, and I still don't know what to do with that thing. So I go back to the other door, right? Ooh. What is this? Kinda looks like a library. It is a library, okay. And what? I went to a library similar to this when I was your age, except there weren't any books, nor any shelves, or railings, or lights, or doors from that matter. Forever upwards, forever downwards, far beyond the limits of what should be possible. You might be surprised to learn that I will die there. And yet, the vista from here it's almost identical. Please, make me happy and take a quick peek. You carefully place your hands on the cold metal and look into the darkness. Do you know what I found all the way at the end? Dead? Yourself? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a monster waiting for my arrival, not a solution for the enigma, not a piece of the puzzle, not an ending, not love or hatred. Absolutely nothing, and sometimes that is all you need to hear. Oh. Burning memory in the shape of a badly stitched heart whose heartbeat has become meaningless. Burned not by love or hate, but by silence. Maybe still has some flame left to give. Can I put the heart into one of the characters that are dead? Oh wait, that's going back. Wait, what? Wait. Just like with Corpo Mente, the visual style of this game, it's more than stunning. It's like being inside a dream. Like if I could replicate being inside a dream, this will be pretty close to what I think it would be. This light looks so lonely, so sad that I fear I might be about to cry. I'm its rays of sunlight, I'm its companion, a perfect communion. Surely this light loves me, has learned to love me through my presence here. And now fears I might live in the same state of loneliness I found it in. I fear this light will hate me if I leave this room. The only choice I have now is to stay here, forever, until one of us is lost to time. Man, don't you feel that way sometimes with people? Feel the responsibility of staying there for them? Okay, this is a brain critical neuron positioning. Maybe I need this for something. It's like 3 in a row. Like, okay. And a couple of hands. And a consciousness does nothing more than a sequence of neural activations that, when activated with electricity, creates a magnetic field around the cranium minuscule in its intensity, but present nonetheless. If this hypothesis is true, then a brain could theoretically be manipulated into displaying a range of consciousness at will, depending on which of those critical neurons are activated. Okay. Not every consciousness is possible for every brain, but a brain is certainly not limited to a single consciousness, as my research has abundantly made clear. Manipulating such critical neurons is thus the key to building an overmind, which they mention I'm an overmind, right? Inhibiting its vital process to reserve power to the processing end. Okay. The other one doesn't have numbers, right? It just marks the points, which are marked on the other one anyway. Or is there like a second one in there, like one in the back? The box is firmly shut. It goes up to 5. Wait, what? Wait, what? A consciousness is, it's the same thing but reverse, right? So it's the same book but flipped around. But this one doesn't have any numbers. Or does it? I cannot see a 5 in here, but I think it might be in my mind. I'll come back to this later. There's still things I'm left to see, right? Cat. I wish I could read that. The darkness beyond this door has taken a gelatinous form. You can traverse the dark without losing your body. Maybe I can go back and try to give the heart to one of the... Maybe to this one? I think it's this one. But was it not this way? Oh, it's this way. This one has wings just as this. I cannot go there anymore, damn. I try to give you my heart now. Do you want it? Okay, I'm lost now. Guess I should go back and solve the code. Brain could theoretically be manipulated into displaying a range of consciousness at will depending on which of these critical neurons are activated in which order, right? Yeah, but how do I get the order? The box doesn't seem to yield any clues. I have no idea what I'm doing. Or is there something pretty obvious that I'm not seeing? Usually it's that, right? It is critical neuron positioning and then it marks with X's, but the other book it's backwards. So does that really change anything? Do I have an item that helps me? I don't think I do. Unless there's maybe a book in here that helps me. That's a stack, right? But maybe the clue is in here, but okay, unlike outside with the wind, that was pretty relaxing. All this people noise makes me feel uneasy. Maybe this. I mean, the answer has to be in the books, right? Surely I'm missing something. Pretty basic, but I cannot say it. Every time I get stuck in games like this, I'm not seeing the thing. It's pretty obvious. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5. 3, 5, 5. I don't think that's it, right? Those are the only numbers that I see. And it couldn't match because it's 6 numbers, 5 neurons to activate. How would I know which one is it? And there's no way I'm gonna nail it, right? Even more, how do I know when I'm right. And sometimes it does that thing that moves the when I try to go too fast. Yeah, I have honestly no idea what to do in here. I might get stuck in here. As to not make the video too long, I'll come back when I have the solution, alright? Okay, I kinda reach a new place. You slide stealthily into the bedsheets. Before you can realize it, your mind drifts away from consciousness. I guess I needed to sleep in the room. The window is closed shut. Okay. Mr. Worthing. Delaying the inevitable, as per usual. Oh, the stag. I fear I have spotted an unfavorable conflict among your superiors. Dr. Ludwig Artemis. This sounds familiar. Was this from the other game? Maybe it was, right? Do not be fooled by the will of Dr. Stedman, as I was for long as well. He is an affable speaker, charming, easy to bring vulnerable minds. His project led many into the mud, and many others into the grave for the sake of a promise he was unable to keep. His man made our minds our mangled consciousness, godhood clinging to humanity. This is why I made myself a stag. Don't worry, dear. There's still time. Good night, Mr. Worthing. I will be waiting for you at the end of the thread. Okay, I click here when I... There's no need to see him again. But I don't know if that changed anything. I'm still unable to solve the... Can I put the heart in me? I still cannot solve the neuron thingy, so... I have to wait a little bit more before I can progress through this game. I just really have no idea what to do. Like, honestly, zero idea what to do with the... I cannot go there until I have all the wishes. I don't think I missed anything in here. The only other thing I can interact with in here are the bases, right? Can I give you my heart base? Well, the pot. And this Asmodeus, right? There doesn't seem to be anything I can do. And there's obviously nothing in there. So the only place I really can go is... That's still a very unnerving thing to do. It seems to be connected with some kind of machinery, but there's nothing in here to do, right? Can I burn my heart? Oh! The heart quickly melts into the smoke and lights it on fire. The fireplace is really grateful to you, you an individual that I have never seen before. You lit it on fire. Deciding the fireplace considers reading you one of its poems, or ballads, or heart-wrenching stories, but quickly reconsiders. After taking a moment to think, the fireplace decides to allow you inside the wardrobe. Alright, that's... Oh, are you okay? I feel like it's burning now. The whole thing is gonna burn down. Hello? Why, Max? Just why were you always so obsessed by the moon? I'm a maniac? I'm a lunatic. It is always going to be in the sky looking back at you. That's why I ever photograph something that is never going to change. Every detail your eyes could capture, every technique perfected through time, every scene incomparable devoted itself to you. Why then refuse to picture me? I want you to live forever. I wanted you to be perfect. I want to make you into the moon you love so much. So I'd make you another mine. Back. Back. Welcome back. A god is born when your eyes are shed by tears. Another mine is born when those eyes learn to see. I gave you my life in exchange for your love. Look at me, Max. Do you love me more than the man on the moon? I mean, I guess. Stillness. Perfect stasis. A world suspended frozen consciousness, incapable of remembering what it feels to live. Light stops its course while the lungs struggle to move air inside of them. Everything forever alive. Every word gains consciousness. Whispers of time coming to screeching health. I cower in the shadows of a world that cannot hurt anymore. I hide from nothingness, and I fear the moment I will need to breathe again. A photograph. Is this what it feels like to be a memory? Or are you here? Are you here to mock me? The wasted talent of a photographer, too insecure to pursue his passions. Ouch, that hurts. Photography requires instinct along with technique, and wasting away when possessing both is a horrible sin. Through this short memory, you understand how to see the world in a different way. Press E to toggle the photographer's memory. It allows to pierce darkness of any kind, as well as revealing objects that were previously invisible. I guess I need this to solve the other puzzle. Very cool, by the way, the graphic. Ah, that's really cool, doing the framing with your hands. But what am I looking for? The exit? Welcome back, Dr. Stedman. Time simulation is offline. Initiate simulation. Today is 0000. Machinery. I want to look myself with the Look at myself with the camera effect. Oh, because I activate. Oh, that's so nice. The camera eyes. That's. I supposed to do. Wait. I kind of feel bad for this one. Like, that one kind of touched me in a special way. Let's go back. I mean, isn't that what people want in the end? I feel like everyone wants to be loved. At the end of the day, nothing else matters as long as you are loved and you love back, right? So I can go back this way and reveal the secrets of this book. Aha! One, 3, 4, 5, 2. But it's backwards, right? So it's 1, 5. I'm already confused. It's not this one, right? But it's backwards. Okay, so the 3 on the top. The 3 on the top are starting from the one that's 1, 4, 5. Okay. It's 1, 4, 5. And the other ones are 3 and 1. That should be it, right? That's not it. It's 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. That's a 2, or that's also 1? It's also 1, right? Is that a 2 maybe? That looks like a 2. Both of them kind of look like a 2. It's because I put 2 ones. Yeah, I'm retarded. I'm sorry. You hear some mechanism spring to life. It's this one. Raindrop found. Inside the box is the lower half of a raindrop crystallized in time and revered as a relic of dearest importance. Called as a jewel of immense value, it surfaces many cracks and dents, holding memories of a troubled past and displaying them in pride. I really like this. This is the part where I say I wish there was more games like this. But I'm okay with this kind of game being like a limited thing that you can enjoy if you find it. You wouldn't believe how little comments and I guess players this game has. It's ridiculous that something this good. Man, I wish I had a YouTube channel with viewers so I could showcase this to more people. This chair seems strangely soft to the touch. It only takes a few seconds to notice that you can tear them to pieces with just your fingers, and they seem to be made by some kind of woolly fluffy material. In your hands there is now a piece of chair-themed cotton candy. You still shouldn't eat the chairs though. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's that cotton candy. There's some matches on the billboard. Any mention or reference to Dr. Ludwig Artemis and his research in any field will be severely reprimanded and will result in a fine and temporary expulsion. Any attempt to recreate his research will be considered an attempt to destabilize the Academy and its activity and will result in the permanent removal of the offender's existence from our institution. Signed, Head of Research of Academy of Ithaca, Dr. Jacob Stedman. On the wall are hung on the sick remains of a wide variety of objects, including alarm clocks, light bulbs, gears, strings, veins, age, and the immortality of a laugh, artwork, and balloons. Okay. I mean, the sound of a crowd just makes me tense for whatever reason. Oh god, I just don't like it. Don't look at guests, don't interrupt the music, keep quiet, don't look in the mirror, don't come upstairs, have fun. Okay, I cannot look at anyone, I cannot interrupt the music, I have to don't say anything, so I don't talk to people. Don't look in the mirror and don't come upstairs. Birthday party. Everyone is invited. So, I'm not supposed to look at anyone, right? This again. Oh, I just opened the door, I didn't go in, right? What do you mean exposure? I might be happy, I can tell. I believe he might be going through something with Steph. Ben is obsessed with tears. Can go that way or this way. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's like a mini game. Birthday. I don't see anything in here. It told me to not go upstairs. Man, what do I do now? In this birthday party? Can I even save the game? Oh man, classic saving, I love this. Let me make a couple of save files. I low-key want to see what happens when I... We love you just the way you are. Somehow I doubt that. I just go back. Do not talk. So if I don't talk, there's nothing to do. Well, this room is empty, so... You reach your arm through the mesmerizing nothingness. Project... Overmind. Progress report, specimen 2, class 3. Baptism name, Zachary Worthing. Report Highland Stable, refuses all care and sustenance of any kind. The moon became his best friend and insists she's speaking back to him. He insists in mortality, it might be a speaking company, okay. An urn, it contains dried flower petals that used to have different hues. Now they all display aberration of dark gray. Don't worry, Max. Please, for the love of everything you love, calm down. Listen to me, Max, alright? I know that everyone is looking at you, but I promise it's alright. Breathe slower, please, or you'll look like a maniac. Slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. We went through this a million times, remember? What do we do when we're in an inescapable social situation? Go to the corner and don't look at anyone, right? Play pretend, yeah. No, we don't, Max. They are not burdened by you. You say that, but I'm not sure. They are not thinking about you. I somehow I don't believe you. They are not judging you. I know they are, shut up. Got it? And even if they were, why would you care? That's okay, that's true. I hate this music, yeah. Why? Never mind, it reminds me of that I'm wrong, that I should be enjoying it, and I don't because of who I am, and I will never because of you. Uh-oh. Well, they told me not to stop the music. Hello?
Hello, dear examinees. Today, as you all know, is quiz day, and we will revise and test your knowledge about the topics studied in class.
Alright.
Today's topic is the anatomy and behavior of stags. First question. When a group of stags is in danger from a predator, they work together to fend off the threat.
I don't think that's true.
Correct. When faced with a threat, stags retreat in places they find comfortable, as far away from the predator as they can, even if it means to leave their comrades behind. Second question. A stag cannot die.
That's not a question. I'm gonna say it's true.
Any stag of any quality may not die under any circumstance, since it does not possess the concept of death, nor a mind capable of comprehending such a thing as death. Third question. A stag possesses free will.
Okay, first of all, not having consciousness of something doesn't mean it doesn't happen to you. I will say this is... I think the game wants me to tell it's true, but I'm gonna say false.
Correct. A stag has forfeited its free will to the laws of nature and logic. Instead, the behavior of a stag is determined by a cycle of instincts, which never changes, and as time becomes non-existent in the life of a stag. This is ultimately the goal when producing a stag. Fourth question. A stag is happy.
Well, if you don't have concept of life and death, I don't think you have concept of happiness, right?
Correct. Trick question. A stag is incapable of feeling any emotion. whereas an overmind is a consciousness whose intellect has been merged with its emotionality to achieve godhood and perpetual artificial happiness.
Artificial happiness, right?
Emotionally pure and is incapable of any relationship, whether with others or itself. Well, I think that is about all the time we have left. Before you leave, I want to ask you one final question.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are there in this room?
Incorrect. Whenever obtain a torn piece of photograph, it feels symmetrical and wet to the touch. What? Well, there's only a certain amount of numbers, right? So. Incorrect. Incorrect. 4. About 5. 6. 7. 8. It's gonna be more tricky than just guessing the number, right? 9. Incorrect. Okay, so I actually don't see anyone in this room. But I already tried 0 and just 1, so it's not it. What could it be? I guess I'll just go back. Well, there's the spider and the cat, that's 2. I mean, they're definitely not people, right? But so no one in here. Okay. And we have this room. 1, 2. Damn it! I click outside of the window. Damn it, doggy, not right now. Can I just get out of here then? That's 3. Life has been harsh on you more than most. I will always be on your side no matter what, Alex. Incorrect. Analytical Dreaming by Zachary Worthing. Photographic collage. It's kind of hard to navigate this room. The 2 and 3 are highlighted. 23? About 23. Incorrect. I mean, that's the only clue I could get, right? I don't see any other number in here. Maybe 32? Incorrect. Three, two. Baptism name Alexander Blackwood. After the operation considered the world has ended, he was not far from the truth. Subject stable but useful for developing more efficient techniques. Believed the academy to be some kind of church devoted to me. He believed immortality to be a curse meant to be severe. Okay. Those are just the best, aren't they? Children's coloring book. Inside, the young artist has achieved artistic mastery, coloring the sky with a reddish green tone and painting the grass bright mustard blue. On one of the wall pages, several children have written "Happy Birthday, Will," each in their own calligraphy. Okay. Piano? Oh my god, what?
On, say, ka, on, cease, stro, ta, stro, cease, on, ka, say, on, say, ka, on, cease, stro, ta, cease, on, ka, say, on, say, ka, on, cease, stro, ta.
What even am I saying?
Say, ka, cease, stro, ta.
Wait, the game closed. The game just closed on me. Damn it. I didn't save, right? Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm back. I save right now, so in case it happens again, I just have to load the game. I'm gonna go a little bit back because I cannot read any of this. And they mentioned don't talk, don't look at anyone, don't do anything, right? I feel like I'm missing 2 or 3 parts of the picture and 2 of the dreams. And I still have this, which I'm not sure what's that for. I was trying to solve the piano puzzle, but for some reason I can click it. It's not this. It says do not talk. And when I look at someone, it kinda feels the gods, so it's kinda hard to. Whoa. To see what I have to do. I'm really not sure what I have to do. Do not talk. The only thing that I have to answer the puzzle right now is sorry, I didn't mean to look at you, damn it. I have these ones. The first, in success, believer to be alive, believes in the end, believes in fate, refuses to believe, to be discarded immediately. And I have these numbers 4 and they're in circles, right? So they gotta be important. Specimen 4. So the only thing, I think I can go upstairs now. They say, oh, this is new, okay. And I need to put a number on the... Only my friends are allowed in my room. What is your name? I forgot. Tom, it's not Tom, but... Nah, you're smelly. Alright. Can I quit this? What if I don't answer anything? Oh, I click outside of the window. How do I quit this? Am I soft or hard stuck? Bill. Sorry, Mom said no. My name is Fred. Not a chance. Damn, I forgot the names. I stopped playing yesterday. I'm playing in a different day. That's what I like to do games in one take. Damn it. I don't know. My name is Doctor. No. It seems like I can't even access the menu. Or ask my way out of here. Oh, I made the window smaller by mistake. Yeah, I should be there. Am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. Dude, again? I just... Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just gonna reload the game. Okay, I'm back again. So I have to be his friend, right? So somewhere in here should be Zachary Worthing. There should be a name in here somewhere. Alexander Blackwood. After the operation, he insisted the world has ended. He was not far from the truth. Subject unstable, but useful for developing more. To leave the academy for the kind of source. He believes mortal to be a cursed one to be severed. So this is Alexander. Alexander. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to look at you. Ink Blood by Cape Bloodpan? Ink Blood Canvas. This text is a placeholder. Wait, what? For an ink blood. Is this some kind of meta joke? I mean, I refuse to believe a game as well as crafted as this one would do this kind of thing. So the only okay, Alexander, right? I'm gonna note this on a notepad. Alexander. All right. We have a paper around here, right? It's kind of hard to pinpoint. The other thing I can do is this one, which is asking me how many people are in this room, but every number I try to guess is incorrect. It says in this room, but Zachary might be also. Why do they have such complex names? What happened to be named Tom or something like that? This one's Zachary Worthing, right? Specimen 2-3. Baptism name. Hail Unstable refuses all care and substances of any kind. The moon became his best friend. Oh, I'm the moon. That's it? That. I mean, that might be the case, right? I just need to go upstairs. I'm sorry. I just need to. Whoa. Need to go upstairs. Where's the upstairs? Oh, I went out. Where is upstairs? Yeah. I just went upstairs just now and I can find it. Yeah, sorry. Damn it, it's gonna fill the bar again. I'm so lost right now. I need to map the area to not get lost. And I have the slight feeling that this happened when I play the other game. So I just don't see well in the dark in real life, and I don't. Okay, so here's the door, right? Door, yeah. So I go in. And this is the room with, I think that's a dog, right? There's a dog in this room, okay. And there's a piano that I can play now. Dog and piano, right? I'm not gonna... Reddish green tone painting the grass, mustard blue. One of the blank page. Yeah, I already read that one. So from here I can go forward to the spider, right? And the cat. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I know. Spider and cat. But I can go right. Oh, okay, if I go right, there's another cat and the stairs. Cat and stairs. I just don't want to get lost. So am I at the moon? The moon? Oh my god, I got stuck again. No, why do I get myself in this? Zachary? No, what was the other name? Alexander? Just let me check my notes. Alexander, yes. Okay, but do I really get stuck in here? Because I don't think I can go... Look, maybe I'm missing something, but I click outside of the window again. This is a huge oversight. Not being able to, you know, close this window. It doesn't seem like I can go back to the previous like section. I cannot do anything keyboard related because it's on input mode, right? So even if I try to hit tab, it doesn't open the menu. I'm guessing that's the reason why the ESC also doesn't work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to close the game and launch it again. You gotta say, okay, like the piano thing maybe was my fault because the game is not opening now. I'm gonna have to open it from the folder. Sometimes this happens when I'm running games on itch.io, right? Alright, yeah, it's working. Sorry about that. Probably gonna cut this anyway. Probably not. I usually choose this one. Well, it's a good chance to show that little like thing at the beginning. think it's the save file to the one I was using. Okay, so it's not the moon. I was a little bit confident that it was the moon, but it's not. So I'll come back when I actually find something, since I don't want to be just crashing the game over and over again. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so hello guys. I decided to backtrack a little bit since I couldn't find a solution to the party thing, you know, with the cat and the darkness and the moon and the piano and stuff like that. So I went back and this guy is active now. I don't know how I missed that before, you know, with the gears spinning. But hey, it's something new, right? Finally, a new face here at the bridge. Welcome to your new home, beloved customer. As you may already know, this place exists solely for the purpose of reaching the stag, known only as the man on the moon. Its godlike powers allow it to grant any wish should one be able to reach his abode, which sounds super convenient if you think about it. I know this is just like kind of like a dream thing, but it is thus my job to welcome you into our beautiful family. I think I can deactivate the hands. Not right now, it seems. Of wisher afters. The only rule we hold is to never reveal to anybody the wish that brought you here. That explains why the other thing didn't tell me the wish, right? Should you find yourself revealing or speaking aloud about your wish, the man on the moon will bend fate as to make your wish unreachable. Now, as you know, wishes of dead inhabitants of the bridge may collapse into a stable form such as this. The power of the bridge, a wish materializes in your hand. It belongs to a mechanical being who was able to develop a consciousness, and the first thing he did was to make a wish. It is rusty and impossible to warp, leaving a strange sensation similar to an optical illusion on your hands as you run your fingers on the rough surface. I wonder how the touching equivalent of a optical illusion feels. So you may have guessed that wish belonged to me. Don't worry, you can keep it as much as you want. In fact, you are doing me a favor in keeping it for you. That should have taken me long ago, but I just couldn't fathom anything beyond what the moon has shown me, so I was scared and I looked for excuses. And you, valued customer, are the perfect excuse to make sure everything goes as it should, and that nature makes its course. Take care, valued customer, and don't let anyone make wishes for you. Are you like going to die? Alright, you're not going to die, thankfully, not like the other thing. Okay, so that gave me... I'm just missing one wish, but I still don't know what to do with this one. And I'm missing what I guess it's like 1, 2, 3 parts of the photograph, maybe? It seems like it's 3 parts, right? So, and I also have... What was this? Like half a tier of the moon or something like that? Was it not? Okay, so this pretty much was something I totally skipped through, but now I have done, right? Right? I have to go way back. I like that these games make you feel lost in a good way of being lost, right? In some games you're lost and you're like, oh man, the game sucks, I don't know where to go. But this is supposed to feel like disorienting, right? So it's good. At least for now. Maybe if I spend another 8 hours not knowing what to do, I'm gonna get frustrated, but so far it's so good, right? Okay, so this way it's the puzzle with the bugs that I already solved, right? And with my newfound ability to see things that you cannot see before, I feel like I should revisit the rest of the game with this eventually, right? Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. It makes sense. How much can I backtrack and then I can use my newfound ability, right? I didn't think of that actually while I was stuck. I was like, it needs to be something in that party thingy. There's only so much you can backtrack anyway, so shouldn't take too much time. I don't think anything changes in here. I couldn't see these hands before, but now I can. Oh, I can see your body, man. That's nice. Wait, another one? I already gave you one. Why did you give me the previous interaction? Wait, didn't I give you the... Do you want this? Alright. I guess maybe I'm not supposed to backtrack this much. I can see hands pointing, right? But I think I could see them before. Did I reach this place before? I don't think I did. It's some kind of code? Is this the things on the eye on the mirror? This thing, wood planks, what? So, okay, that's the use of that. Okay. There are probably many people that hate me because of who I am, rather that than what I do, or rather because of what I'm not. People hate me for the silliest of reasons. Maybe because someone is not the kind of person that they hope they were. Maybe because they are too scared. So I stopped to care a long time ago. In fact, I met you. Yes, and that not every little thing is the end of the world, and if it's just a couple of planks, we will get through this. There's no need to hate them for what they are. Alright, fair enough. Alright, but I cannot seem to get in there. Gonna go back. Again. Okay, oh, okay. Oh! A dark piece of photograph. It is not really cold and wet to the touch. Okay, so I should be missing 2 pieces now? Or 3 maybe, right? Which is someone... that's me, right? That's the me that I see in the mirror. I think it's supposed to help me see in the dark. What is this? Oh, they told me something about the mirror outside, right? I'm gonna go back. Before I do something. Don't. Again. Okay, it says... Look in the mirror. That's what it says, right? Once again, I cannot go in. That's weird. You don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. All 5 wishes and all 5 photograph shards are required. Okay, when I have all the wishes and all the photographs parts, I'll come back to here. Seems like once again I discovered nothing. Well, I did a little bit, right? I know I can't go back to here. I guess backtracking was a good idea. Okay. I have 3 hands now. I will try not to look too much into this game because I think that will probably make the magic disappear, and I love the magic of this game, so just gonna enjoy this. And I'm gonna take my time visiting every single place with this. Let's go. You know what? I'm just gonna go to the party. I feel like I don't have to go to the party. It's this way, right? It's this way, and then this way, and then this way, right? Then I activate the camera, and I go into the party, right? I feel, again, I should save. I do enjoy much more the sound of the birthday, happy birthday, of the rain than this one. There's some strangely soft to the touch. Oh, the cotton candy shirts, right? Any mention reference to Dr. Ludwig Artemis and his researchers, Ludwig? Maybe that's another name, Ludwig, that I could try. Or Jacob? Jacob could be too. That's another name. And this game really makes me think. Lights are broken, or maybe just turned off in a very permanent manner. That's more or less the aesthetic of the game, right? The light bulbs and everything. There's also this that I can not really read. Okay, so I go in, and according to my map, there is a dog and a piano here, right? There's a piano, there's the dog, there's the do not talk thingy. I can go that way, or I can go left. If I go left, there's a cat, yeah, and there's stairs. Should we go flowers? Among there is a note. All the best to my favorite 20-year-old colleague, Alex. Right, Alex, that's another name. Maybe that's it, but that's the one. That sounds like it could be, right? Alex. There's a black square on black canvas by Ivan Malevich. Black square on canvas. Yes. This is a real painting, right? I think I remember this from one class I took. So all of these are real painters, I think. I remember there's a painting like this, but I don't remember if it's black. Maybe it's like blue or something, but I feel like I'm pretty sure it's black. I'm sorry, it's been like 15 years since I went to art school. That's not exactly art school, but I have art classes. And I can go up. Oh, what is this? This is new. So if I go forward, there's another room instead of going upstairs. But there's some light switches that make everything funky. And a door. Light switch and a door. Oh, there's other things in here. Nobody is in this bathroom. There are never been anybody in this bathroom, and there certainly isn't one right now. There are nobody's inside this bathroom, and there will never be. That's and not insistence. You can see anything in the mirror. Even with my abilities to see things in the mirror. Ludwig J. Artemis 1. Oh, okay, so this is the clue, right? For the piano, I think. Okay, so 1 and this symbol. Okay. Because they left me no choice, I could comply and die like the rest of them, vanishing before seeing the end of the thread. When I joined, I sort by different rules to strive to seek to find and not to yield. There's another door in here. Its edges are flush with the wall and there's no keyhole to be found. That looks slightly open to me. Oh, that's just part of the... Okay, never mind. What if I try with the... Okay, so... Oh, excuse me. That kind of jump scared me. Okay, so this one it's 4. So 4 is the line, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, cat thing. Damn it. You need to chill. Black square on canvas. Classic. Flowers. I really don't want to go to the door until I have the right names. Just the piano. I need more notes. This. Happy birthday wheel. Sorry. If I go back, there's the exit, right? So there's the exit, I come in. I cannot not go left. Sorry. If I go, there's the spider and the cat, right? Wait, there's no cat in here? Yeah, that's a cat. There was a cat. This one 3, it's the one that's like a 2, right? It's this thing. Okay, that one's here, right? Wait, try to. I can go this way. And there's another one in here, right? 2, it's the one that's like a 3. But this is confusing. It's like a reverse E, right? So it's only 4 notes. I can go to the piano round and check. I already checked that one. Yeah, I know. How do I get to the piano? I go back to the dog. Then I just go forward. Oh, there's the piano. Here it is. So it should be... It should be... this one. And then it should be this one. And then it should be this one. And then it should be... Oh, here's something open in the bathroom. Bathroom, okay. Bathroom is... this way? Oh, whoa. That's the block. I'm super confused. How do I get to the bathroom? Before anything else happens, I'm gonna save again. I cannot be trusted with not saving the game. According to my poorly drawn map, I'm looking at the map right now, so if you see me do this, I'm looking at the map. It's not this way then. Maybe from here. This way? How do I... Oh my god, I'm so lost. That's the ink blot, yeah. It's not it. Yeah. Just all the way here, that's not the bathroom, right? That's like a window. I still need to solve this one. There's multitude of things to do in this place. Go back to the beginning again. I just get a little bit overwhelmed by the sound of people talking. I apologize for that. This is not the bathroom. Shut up, cat. It's not upstairs. This is the bathroom, and this is the door that unlocked, right? Seems to be quite a few things in here. A smile that smiles, light that breaks itself, a melody ending halfway, a fear of being a burden upon my ears. There's someone on the chair. They're sitting, arms wide open, in what looks like a pool of white ink. I had a story to tell. Words kept failing me, for I wished to make a perfect child, and I was merely human. So I turned to him, for he would make me perfect. I wanted to wish for more words, more time, more love, but I was merely human. Torn piece of photograph feels unnaturally. And I got out? I cannot go back in? It's not there anymore. Quite ironic, really. No light ever shone through a window before this very moment. Witchcraft. It must be, even if it's just a light on the moon. This is a place without eyes, without a way to interfere with the outside, for it has no outside. Therefore, any window must be nothing more than a wall in disguise. Never look outside the windows, never open a window, never let yourself be fooled, and keep following the thread. Alright, I'm gonna save again. Sorry if I'm saving too much. I already had to close the game like 5 times. Now, with that, okay, now I do believe it's one missing part of the photograph and one wish. I need to answer the music playing, how many people are in here, and the who are you, I only let my friends in of the stairs, right? Which if one of these gives me the dream and the other one gives me the piece of this picture, then I'm still missing half of this thing, by the way. And I cannot think of anything that I'm missing. So, wait. How many people are in here? I already tried numbers from 0 to 9 and it was not that, so I'm guessing it's something more tricky than just... Sorry. I'm just gonna go back enough So I stopped hearing. There, okay. So I stopped hearing the people in the... there's nothing wrong with the game. That's a very specific thing to me. I cannot stand the sound of that. A lot of people talking at the same time. So I'm gonna retreat into the library, which is pretty quiet. Fitting in to think about it, right? Okay, so it mentioned... I'm gonna make a note. So it's how many people are in here, but it cannot be a number from 0 to 9. Unless, while I was trying the numbers, I missed one, and that's the number. There was also numbers on the patient thingies, so maybe that's the number. But what's the clue to let me know what number it is, right? There are ones that are in circles too, so maybe that could be it. And for the best friend thingy, I think it should be Alex, right? But then again, I want that to be the last thing I do, because when I go into there, I get stuck. I'm of course gonna save before going again, just not to lose any progress, right? But man, I really don't know. I'm kind of lost right now, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I did make some progress before. So, well, I think... How about I talk a little bit about this game, right? I think... Oh, of course, having played the other game... what was the other game? Let me bring up the itch.io page. Sorry, I mentioned it yesterday and I forgot today. That's how I've been really busy and I cannot really think. It was Corpo Mente, right? Yeah. Having played that one, I think obviously the games are, if not connected in the same universe, or like they are pretty similar, like looking, which is a good thing because the other game was fantastic. Like in a visual aspect, I think this game is masterful. I remember the other one being pretty good. I will have to watch my video again to remember. It's been a while. But this one's pretty good. And I can see like another 2 games that might be similar. So I'm also very willing to try those. I don't think this is for any particular thing, right? I just had to get out of the party because it was getting like... I was getting a little bit anxious about that. So... Okay, let's think about it for a second, alright? It tells me the best friend thingy, right? It's just... When I got stuck trying to answer the box that wouldn't open, and I needed this ability, it makes me think that I need to go to a different part of the game and do something there, and then I can go back and solve the door without the answer, or like the gramophone without the answer. I don't know. Is that a gramophone? I don't even know. I don't know. Like, okay, I guess just for the sake of not losing any more time, I'm gonna go to the front, to the upstairs door, and I will try to answer with the names I have. I had Ludwig, Jacob, and Alex. One of those has to be, right? And if it's not, I will probably have to cut and read all the notes again, because there must be something I was missing. Okay, to get to the stairs, I go this way, right? Yes, okay, my map more or less works out. So if I'm gonna save in here. I can go back as long as I don't click on that thing, right? But the moment I click, I'm stuck. Okay, so let's go with Alex, because I do believe that's the name. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, I guess it was the name. I wanted to make you smile, but I made you cry instead. I don't know how much air I have left to breathe. I love you too. Okay. I mean, at least I progress, right? There's a few things I can interact in here, and this vision reveals nothing, right? Let's check this one. Several books are heavily used and have their covers barely hanging to the paper. Aside from the usual classics, there are several medical textbooks detailing psychological diseases, memory loss, and deviation. For some reason, Freud's work are missing. Sigmund Freud's. Among the heavy damage books, we recognize House of Leaves by that that book comes a lot in a lot of games. I'm guessing like for some reason that book and gamers it's intertwined, right? I have played a bunch of games that heavily reference that, like at least five, which is a lot. That represents this one that like not represent. I mean, they talk about the topics of the game and they like try to integrate the things of the book on the game. Uh, okay, so that's a good one. That's a good one. I don't want to open that thing. Inside the wardrobe, there are several lab coats, informal suits. All are in pristine condition as if they have never been worn. A notebook filled to the brim with sketches and glued on photographs. It seems to have been crafted to serve as a manual to build some kind of flying machine, meant to reach the moon and find its godlike king. Given the writer's intent and the lack of any tools or metal around the manual, it's off-putting. It seems like a storm is approaching. Yeah, it's a long way down. Do you want? I mean, I cannot leave, so. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it. Is this the last memory? Yeah. Through the power of the wish, I'm sorry, not a memory. In your hands, it's often extremely fragile, like an organ ripped from somebody's body. You can feel it lightly contour inside your hand as if it were shivering. The wish of a creative person who shut themselves in solitude in order to connect to a work that would never see the light of day. It is a shame of the time spent perfecting nothingness, and yet it is brandly convinced that if works were complete, he will be set free from the agonizing shame it's feeling right now. Man, ain't that relatable? That's a stair right there. Ladder, I mean. Let's go there. Okay, that was not there before, and it took me out of the party. Okay, so that's all the wishes, but I'm still missing what I believe to be one part of the photograph. Maybe two if this is not a shadow, but I think I'm missing like two. So two parts of the photograph and the other half of this. So they told me I can go to the man on the moon if I have all the wishes, right? Which I do. But that sounds like an ending to me. And that will be missing one or two parts of a photograph and the other half of that thing. So okay, let's just go there. I feel like there's no point pondering about these things. Let's get to action. I mean, I'm just gonna save before going to the man on the moon. And just in case it is an ending, I can just load the game. I mean, I want to get all the endings, right? The game mentioned two endings, I think. I don't really was like, oh, that's... Okay, let's go see the man on the moon. Why are you here? Are you here to mock me? I need to keep talking to me. It does not matter if you scream at me in anger. If you mock me or whisper in disgust, as long as you talk to me. But I have all the 5 things, right? Yeah, I do. Am I doing something wrong? I mean, I saved beforehand, so let's go. Now entering... Tranquilate, wait up. Reality. What a pathetic excuse for a cage. Well, that's... I always believe it to be poetic to fight battle not meant to be won. You will be swallowed by the waves of the sea. Lost among the folds of reality, we are insignificance. Raindrops in a storm meant to bury us under its clouds. To control the course of fate, to manipulate existence itself in order to live forever and be free, truly free from what made us be. That was my work, my legacy and my pride. Made into flesh that shouldn't live. Yeah, this looks like a bad ending to me. No, Stack doesn't know love, for emotions do not belong to us. Nor does death, for it cannot exist for a consciousness that can dictate the rules of fate. An animal freed from freedom by tainted hands that know no life. Primordial being, made to make reality and breathe light, not life, in a cosmos of its own. Oh, there's the door again. That's the moon. Now entering Arboreum Sea of Rain. I saw him in his despair. He saw reality for what it was. A man weird thing of buried roses, weird dreams. He yearned for more. Striving wasn't the nature of who he was. He yearned for my love, my life, my sacrifice, as to be my very own son. But ours was a fight that was never meant to be won. I cradled him in my arms till his last breath. I held his hands as his eyes stared at silence. And yet I could offer him no love, no compassion, no hatred. Only silence, gentle curses, and the promise that I will make him mine. But Stag might never die, nor may his life might be taken. So I trap him in a beautiful dream. Forever safe, forever loved, forever in my arms, as warm as an embrace as it might be. As an embrace might be. Now entering Oceanus Procellarum, Ocean of Storms. It's kinda nice because it looks, like a stag, but it kinda also looks like a person standing, like the arms, the head, the legs. A reality that never was, a rotten future dimly shining in the moon you love so much, so that every time you look up in the sky and saw the moon, you may see him again, and you be seen. Sorry. Now entering his chambers. It says innocent, right? Sweet dreams, Mr. Worthing. May your dreams last as long as my love for you. I do go in. Hello? Hello? Are you here? These are your chambers after. Oh, he is here. Okay. Zachary Worthing, why are you here, Max? Are you here to mock me again? Purpose in misery. Exit reality. Aha, I can activate the hands. A game by Sugary Chamomile. I cannot say what a great name that is. Sugary Chamomile, I love it. Game is very editory and I cannot read that name. Also known as David Pellegrini, right? Made with Godot 4.2.1. I'm always surprised at what can people do with Godot. I know it's a very, you can do anything with that engine, but it always surprises me when people go beyond the usual, side-scrolling game, right? Software use, Affinity Photo, Audacity, Assist Sprite, Krita, Handbrake, GVS Studio, that's just open software, right? At least I know. I think as a sprite you have to pay for, right? But Krita and Audacity are free. Sound effects from freesound.org. Alright, so obviously I'm not satisfied with... I am satisfied with this ending because it's a good ending, but obviously it's not enough. I know the game has more to offer and I'm gonna dig deeper, right? I'm missing, I think, 2 parts of the photograph, or 1 really long part maybe, and 1 half of that. I want to say Tear of the Moon, but I honestly forgot the name of the item. The thing is, you gotta notice a bunch of cuts in this video because I've been playing the game in short spurts because my schedule doesn't allow me to play games in one go anymore. Or at least not for the time being, right? But yeah, really good game so far. Ending A, what it feels like to be a stag, right? But I'm not supposed to be a stag, I'm supposed to be an overmind, right? So obviously this is thank you so much for playing, but wait! The ending you have reached is not the best one, I guess as much. If you haven't already, try collecting all 5 fragments of the threadless photographs. There also might be something important in the shack at the beginning of the game. As always, if you have any trouble figuring out how to go or what to do, there is always a wall. Oh, okay, on the games page. There is? Regardless, I hope you enjoy your time exploring the bridge and its inhabitants. All the love in my tiny heart can muster. Thank you to whoever is behind this screen. It's me. I'm actually in front of the screen right now. Thank you for making the game, by the way. I usually say this at the end of the game, but you know, if you're thanking me for playing, I'm thanking you for making this amazing experience. I'm gonna call you Sugary Chamomile because that name sounds way cooler, right? But let's go back to the main menu, I guess. So they mentioned there is a door with a teardrop-shaped log. Its existence seems linked to the fate of a man on the moon. But it doesn't open because I don't have the full thingy, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I almost... You know, I feel like maybe you want to put load this way because... I'm always like load, right? To the right, you assume it's... Thankfully, I'm kind of used to like Japanese things where the arcade's on the other side, so I click load, but there's various times I get close to the erase thingy. Okay, so obviously I don't go there, right? But what do I do now? I'm gonna backtrack to the beginning of the game once again, and I'm gonna think of what to do. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back. So way back, there is nothing I can see. Except for the shack this way, but that doesn't... Wait, it's not here. Oh, it's here, right. But it's not used to me as of now because I don't have the rest of the pictures, right? And even then, I want the other part of the... I feel like maybe there's something I can do in the room where there's a mirror and I can see myself, right? But I guess the only thing left unsolved would be in the party, right? The gramophone thingy. I believe that's how it's called, right? I'm sorry, I'm old, but not that old. I mean, my grandpa had one of those, right? But the party is this way, right? This is a challenge for me because of the people making sounds of people. Again, not a problem with the game, and I wouldn't recommend to remove the sound. It's very fitting and everything, but it's just not for me, okay? I solved the piano thingy. I opened the bathroom. I went upstairs. Oh my god, that fucking cat always jump scares me. So this way, it's the cat, right? Yeah. So if that's not the way to go, then I just go this way, I guess. That's the spider, and I guess I should go this way then. Like, for example, 0. Incorrect. I guess 1 if I count myself. Incorrect. Can you even write? Yeah, you can write text. So maybe 1. Incorrect. 2. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna guess it like this, but me? No. How about you? You are in this room, right? Incorrect. Okay, that's not it. Maybe it is a number. I guess I'll come back when you're gonna see another cut in here. I'll come back when I see, like, when I discover something new. Okay, so I went back to the room, and the phone is ringing, but I cannot find any phone in here. I clicked this one last time. I don't think I did. Bed sheets that haven't been used. If they haven't been used, it means that the person that wasn't here died, right? Do I jump again? Oh, the phone is closer. I can go up to the moon. Oh, is that a phone booth? They don't make those anymore. Hello? Remember, there is purpose in misery, experience in regret, life in death. Hello?
My life is not a very uncertain one. Nothing really happens, nothing changes from day to day. But I don't remember what exactly was happening when the first episode happened. But at least a couple of years have passed, so I think I'm ready to talk about it. I have suffered from sleep paralysis. At least I think it was. Exactly 4 times to be exact, all in the span of a week. What stood out to me the most, that nobody else had said, is the kind of fear you feel. You don't fear for your life as you would expect when, for example, faced with a tiger trying to maul you. You become your fear. The mind shuts itself down. There is no thought of any kind left, no anxiety, no imagination of a horrible outcome, not a single other emotion or thought, positive or negative. It is probably not the worst possible emotion, but it is definitely one of the strongest. The first time, I was in my bed. There was some kind of blob monster breathing on my left eye. I could see it, perfect black on perfect black, and nothing else. No teeth, no face, no mouth, just its breath. The second time, I actually remember what I dreamt before seeing the blob again.
Is this like lucid dreaming thing? Spiral? Jinjito, is that you? I'm walking up Spiral staircase in a very wide and bright Victorian-looking environment. I run my hand on the railing as I struggle to catch my breath. As I near the end of the staircase, I feel a very peculiar emotion, associated with an image of a portrait of a woman distorting her fake smile into a frown. Oh god. Two towering bouncers are preventing me from going inside the room to the left. They are telling me that they are protecting me from something I should not see. They are shouting violently at me, threatening me, but they refuse to hurt me. Seems like they are protecting me. I managed to push myself through them despite their best efforts. Inside this room, there are a lot of people I don't recognize. I don't see anyone. And everyone is perfectly still. They're all mourning, like if I was dead. Closed coffin. There is something moving inside. Something is breathing, but nobody dares to move a finger. As soon as I lay my eyes in the room, it bursts out of the coffin. The blob.
The fourth time was actually a power trip.
Okay.
I had something similar to a pink zombie bunny on my chest, and I was able to make it disappear piece by piece with my mind. But out of all four, the one that stood out to me the most was the third time.
Oh. I don't know if you could tell me. Oh, there's me. That's the answer? Wait. There is me, only me. That should be the answer. Ah, I got a piece of the photograph. It feels unnaturally cold to the touch. That's the last one, or... Bro, is this a shadow, or am I missing that specific... No, it's complete, right? Because I have this. I feel like it is complete. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the part I'm missing. But I don't know, because this is something, right? I don't know. It feels complete to me, but I'm still missing one part of this one. Okay, so I go back to the gramophone, right? To the grandma phone. It was there is me, only me, right? I'm sorry to... Okay, there is me, only me. Is it? Okay, is it? Inside the book, it's the top half of a raindrop. Oh, raindrop, okay. I don't know why I was saying like it's a month here. I don't know where I came up with that. Crystallized in time and revered as a relic of dearest importance. A raindrop is a symbol of insignificance, irrelevance in the sea of similar shaped neighbors. Thus, when a raindrop refuses to bend to the rules of time and nature, it is fighting against itself. It is fighting a battle it knows it will lose, but one that has to be fought, right? So with that, I feel like I have everything. It is actually complete now. Now I can leave this accursed place. Oh, so I click outside of the window, damn it. Sorry. Oh, I should save. I'm gonna have to check the guide on the webpage of the game later just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because this is the kind of game where even though I think I got everything, I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, if I look at the tab menu, it feels complete, right? I don't have items that I haven't used. I have all the wishes, I have the complete raindrop, and yeah, I can see out here that I have the completed photograph, you know. It shows the cracks on the photograph. But you never know, right? You never know. So I'm just gonna make sure after I do this thing that it's completed. This way, right? Oh, trending, here I go. Are you sure you want to insert the photograph into the frame? There will be no going back once you do. Cross the bridge. But this time I will not become a stack, right? I didn't become a stack last time. I just will become an overmind. I believe there was a moon too where I was born. It was just to admire Sin's poetic backdrop for our earthly fate. Then you came in my life. You caged it in a photograph, so it will never take any more from you. But you couldn't keep me caged too, so you buried me inside the moon with him. and hope I will never speak again. Artemis saw how I took him away from you and made him an overmind. This Artemis, it's another like name for the moon too. And he chose to become a stag. Apathy. Boundless insensitivity, I'm sorry. Is that a bunch of hands? Nothing more than a brute animal, abandoning its creator, abandoning happiness, abandoning everything he could never be, abandoning you. You are here to make things right again. Sever fate with a knife. It's always a knife, right? Obtain purpose. Press and hold right mouse button to draw a line along which to slash. Release the button to execute the slash. Oh, that was symbolic. I feel like I'm in that game where you slash fruit. Fruit ninja or what? Yeah. At the beginning of the mind, there is a line. This is so good. Photograph of an old friend that made you sure you will never be alone again. I think I destroyed all the... Can I destroy the picture too? Okay, but what now? Am I missing something? Do I just leave now? A thread so thin and frail, it follows your thoughts into your dreams for fear you might get lost. Ah, this is so cathartic, I love it. Oh man, this is good. It reels you back like a fishing line when dreams become too real. And debate, I wish. That's all of them? That's one. A thread so thin it snaps with a tender side. And watches you fall in the watery darkness of sleep. To follow the threads is to follow a wish. Forever afar, forever reachable, for we are bound to what makes us people. So am I destroying the wishes I gather? But they are technically not my wishes, right? They are from the other things in here that wish and then gave up. Oh, here's the stack. What are you doing there, huh? Damn it, I click outside of the window again. I see you. Wanna fight? I wish for you to be back by my side. I thought that was all I needed to be happy again. And what it is to be bound by love. Or be bound by obligation. Or be bound by fear of being alone, maybe. And so the thread snapped in my hands, and all I had left of you was the moon. I can talk to him or take the door, right? Oh, at the window. It's closed shut. Okay, have fun. Why are you here, Max? Are you here to mock me again? No. I'm here to be the brother I was supposed to be. Okay. What was that? And now I have there's a light breeze coming from here. Are you sure you want to open the window? Exit reality. Man, I love when they say the name of the game or the movie.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
All right.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling.
I feel like this music is copyrighted, so I'm gonna have to talk over it. And hopefully it doesn't get me copyrighted. But it's very beautiful, you know, all of this. We often get so busy with life and work and everything that at least I forget to look at the sky every now and then. And it's kind of stupid, right? That we have a thing as beautiful as the sky, which is different every time you look at it, and it's there for everyone to see for free. Even if like your city is contaminated, you can see it, right? You can see it, and we just forget to look at it. I know it's something pretty dumb to say at the end of such a good game, but it just left me thinking about that, you know? Like, I'm gonna lower the music of the game a little bit, just so I don't get copyrighted. And my dog just woke up. I feel like my dog exited reality now. Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, composed by Anthony. Yeah, it's surely gonna be copyrighted, but not that I care. Okay, so that was the, I'm gonna call it true ending of Exit Reality, which is ending B, goodbye, right? So you have to let go, you have to cut the thread. And not let go in a bad way, just in like, I guess it's like a moving on way, maybe. I'm not gonna bother you guys with my probably wrong interpretations of this game, but I sure felt things. You reached the best ending to the game. Finally, creating this world has brought immense joy to me, especially since I reconsider making it multiple times through multiple failed attempts. That's how the best games are born, by the way. This is my dream game. You mean like this is the game you dream of making, or this is a game about your dreams? This is what I started game developing for. Okay, elevating the pure text I was used to a complex machine of sounds, images, and interaction. Despite the many difficulties I faced in trying to find time, energy, and inspiration, I managed to conclude it and bring this to you as a gift from the heart. I appreciate your gift from the heart, man. I'm in tears of joy for finally exiting reality and bringing you with me. All the love this tiny heart can muster to whoever is behind this screen. David Pellegrini, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Well, I'm glad this actually brings joy to my black and sickened heart that someone makes their dream game. It's really good to not only to see people. Doggy, come here. Even my doggy is emotional. Come here. I'm gonna grab you with me so you stop crying. Come here and experience the joy of this game with me. Come here. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, I'm glad to see people make their games, like their dream games, make their dreams come true. If your dream is a game or whatever else it would be, right? And you know, reading that someone made their dream game and it's obviously a really amazing game. It brings me joy. I don't want to get too emotional. I just get happiness when people are happy, like people make the things they wanted to make, right? Like I was mentioning before, sometimes we get too busy with, it mentions it's like through all the tries and finding time and energy and inspiration. Sometimes this world sucks us in, right? And you get too busy with work, with family, with responsibilities, with just the burden of existing, right? Of existing in this extremely overcomplicated world that we live in nowadays. And through all of that, finding the time and like to bring your dream to come true in such a way that this game is, uh, you know, like kudos to begin with, right? But like hopefully more people can make their dreams come true in a game form. And I'm happy I get to play this, right? Sometimes I don't even find time to play games. I haven't played a game in weeks at this point, like a couple of weeks in the channel, right? I haven't been streaming of anything. I'm just extremely overwhelmed at the moment, and just reading the words of this developer, right? I'm gonna call you Sugary Chamomile. That sounds so good. About like how they work so hard to make their dream come true. It just makes me want to not give up, right? I know I'm not just a silly person playing games in a YouTube video channel, right? But man, it is nice to see people make their dreams come true. I don't really know what to say. I really like this game. This game somehow felt a little bit more hopeful than the other one, that Corpo Mentor, right? And I like this one not more, but I think this is my favorite of the two. I just don't know when the creatures died, man. It really, maybe it's just me. I don't know, but it really hit me. Like man, it inflicted me with sadness, but like good sadness, like sadness that you get to experience. I really don't know what to say. I feel like I'm just fumbling on my words, but I'm feeling things right now, which is not usual for me. And like I'm just gonna click in here. Then there's more to see. You're walking through a forest track. I guess I forgot I have that here, so I'm gonna. The sun has already set behind the tree-covered hills you see on your left, but there's still plenty light left to see. The sound and feel of gravel under your feet keeps you company in the dim light. You think you might have forgotten something important, and check the pockets of your coat. He's dead. He had been long before you killed him. You feel the dim reflections of the sky cover your face my doggy, in a cold embrace. A larger cage, more furnished than a dream. Every word gains consciousness with every step you make uphill. You feel clouded by the darkness, excuse of your presence. Your step becomes slower and slower as the light becomes dimmer and dimmer. You have reached your spot. Quietly, you place your tripod on the gravel. Well, I'm a photograph, after all, right? Someone is sitting on the bench nearby, quietly sipping a freshly brewed cup of overly sugary chamomile tea. Oh, so good! Hey, it's you, Dave! Hi! Thank you for playing my game to the fullest! Since you're here, I want to share with you a bit of the troubled development history behind this game. Hey, this is so good! What up, man? How are you doing? A little behind the scenes, if you will. A long time has excuse my doggy, she's being a little... Come here. Alright, yeah, shut up. I'm trying to read the words of the developer. Come on. A long time has passed since my last game, and this is the reason why. Oh, sleep rot. The marionette was supposed to start a battle and ended up killing the game. Okay, you can go down now. You can go play with your sister. Come here. There. The bird off the bridge. It was supposed to be an elevator taking you to a mechanical garden floating above the sea. The area of the dogs inspired by something similar in Yumeniki. It was supposed to have a maze area. This is so good, man. I love it when developers talk about making games. This was to be the first stack, akin to a fallen angel made into a speechless thing full of regrets. As you see from the clock, you were supposed to get the ability to bend time at some point. What it feels to be a stack. The moon. The realm of stacks, where they come from, where they return to unstraightened. I'm gonna up the volume of the game now. I forgot to up it before, after the ending, I mean. Oh, what is this? I named him Artifact of the Stacks. It was supposed to be part of a robot-like population slaved by the stacks. Part of its dialogue made it into this game to Mrs. Antediluvian. Oh, that was one of my favorites. See Forever Chapter 2, God is Rust. The Fisherman. The first ever dialogue I made in a game that wasn't in RPG Maker was his. I use so much, little buddy. The melancholies, their sprites never quite satisfied me. I don't know how to draw, so even small things like this makes me panic. Man, I understand. I understand you so much. The tarot puzzle. In the original, in RPG Maker, that was my first time voice acting. That the Empress, the Emperor, the Tower, the Fool. Someone else is here. I actually don't know myself who this someone else is. That's how I always approach narrative. I throw myself in the thick of it without thinking about it beforehand. Then once the story is over, I go back and adjust things as needed. That's a great way to go, actually. Catastrophe. Eternity does not last forever. The word catastrophe in Italian is a word I love for a simple reason. It comes from Greek and it's a composition of kata, under, and strepho, I turn. It literally means to turn something on its head, which means the word itself doesn't have a negative connotation. Okay. Incomprehension. It uses AI-generated blobs of what looks like text with love you written in the middle. I changed the disposition of the letters myself. The comprehension, as per the title, is, as you might guess, in the fact that the text include love you is AI-generated. In other words, it is faking emotions, humanity. That's the only appropriate use of AI. Okay, that's the only good way to use AI. This one right here. Silence. There's actually is no AI art here, just mask mangle with in paint. Silence comes from the fact that their mouths have been in paint off. Promise. Most important AI-generated part is the clock that I distorted, blurred, and fused with self a number of times. It is one of the pieces I'm most proud of. The main contrast is supposed to be the human presence, those are my hands, and the AI-generated clock with way too many numbers and circles. Canny and canny, human and inhuman, alive and dead. Puppeteer controlling a puppet which itself controlling another puppet. You know my stance on AI art by now, guys, but I feel like we might be in the first use case, like, this is like a decent use case of AI, which it's basically like finding free-to-use art and editing it to do something different with a meaning, right? The problem with AI art is it has no meaning, and this person is editing it and giving its like profound meaning for the game, right? So it's a good use case, and as you can see, it's not taking any copyrighted material for anyone else, right? It's words and mask and a clock, right? Just it's perfectly fine. This is perfectly fine. This is bachelor's degree in philosophy. So like little stack, bigger stack, and the biggest of them all. What does this mean? Finally got my bachelor's degree! Congratulations! I study philosophy and I specifically love philosophy of art and literature. My thesis was on the aesthetics of AI art back when it was still new. Interesting, actually. I used much of what I learned writing my thesis to make Catastrophe. If you're interested in the topic, I highly recommend Work and Object by Peter Lamarck. Work. right? I believe I haven't read that one yet. It has been one of my main sources of discussion. Okay. Exit Reality, thank you for playing. See you soon, David Pellegrini. Okay, I feel that's it, right? Okay, so now we're at the end with the extra cutscene and everything, right? And the extra content. I do believe this is all. I don't think I missed anything. Hopefully not. I don't feel the need to look for the guide. I feel like I accomplished this game. Yeah, it took me a while to solve the puzzles, sure, but I accomplished it by myself, and I'm proud of that. And I'm also proud of the developer for making such a good game and getting the bachelor's degree, right? That's another great success right there. I can see the other game, Catastrophe, right? And there's another one that's Catastrophe, and there's one called C Overmind, like a direction on a hard drive, and there's another one called like C Drive Forever, right? So we had 3 more games by this developer, which maybe I would like to play. Maybe not right now because of time constraints, but ideally I would love to play this. I don't really know what else to say about this game. You know, it's great. I love when developers include this kind of like extra bonus rooms and everything. Like, oh, this is how I make the game. This is how I struggle, and I think it's really cool to see. But I think it's also something that other developers might find really helpful, right? I often see developers struggling because making games as making any kind of art, it's a struggle on itself, right? I don't think anyone has made any worthwhile game or piece of art not struggling. Like, struggling is part of the process, and sometimes seeing what other people went through, it makes you feel like, because sometimes when you see a good game, just finished game, and you play the game and you're like, oh man, this person made great games in RPG Maker or like Godot engine, Pico 8, I don't know, right? Unity, whatever you want to make games with, right? And then you want to try to make a game, and of course, as a developer myself, I experienced this before, right? You try to make a game, you pick the engine, you try to learn, you do things don't work as usual with programming, you get stuck, and you get discouraged, right? And you say like, oh man, I wish I was as good as this person that made the game, right? Because you never see the struggle, the developers, the artists. Sometimes it's only one person making the game, right? And they go through the struggles. They have their shortcomings, right? Sometimes people like me don't know how to make art. They don't know how to code. They don't know how to like make proper algorithms for the game to work, right? They don't know how to write a story, but they try their best and they learn and they like fail more than anything. And they end up with such a good game like this one, right? So I know my videos are not popular whatsoever, but if anyone is seeing this and you happen to be a developer, like, this be a testament that you can do like really good if you try and you persevere and you don't give up, and you can make your dream game just as this developer did. I don't have any more meaningful words to say, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you, developer, for making the game. It was an incredible experience. And I will see you guys. Oh, if you want to play the game, of course, if you want to experience this game for yourself, the link will be down in the description with all the games I played so far. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next indie game stream or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I'll see you later.